Hey, everybody. Hope all is well. It's ATC time about those comments. So, did this video a few months ago about the carrying the seed of poverty, Dean. So, I want to go over some comments. Okay. So, remember this video?
It was not only a shock to them, but a nearly impossible request for the women, men, and children who live there.
You know, because this is hard out here. And it's sad. And it hurt me because guess what? I don't have nowhere to go with my children. It is real hard.
Loreline Fleming and her 5 children are on the edge of homelessness. She, along with dozens of other families in her Algiers apartment complex, Crescent City Gates, received letters today telling them they had 10 days to find a new home.
That's crazy.
On the paper, it says the tenants have to be gone by the 30th, and the lights and the water gonna get cut off on the 1st. What you want, man? Am I trying to live in a dark and a abandoned house?
That Louisiana accent get me each time. That Louisiana accent. So this happened in 2010. Okay, that's what I understand. 2010. We're in 2022. What, 12 years ago? And here's a comment, a recent comment, like 11 hours ago. This was done a few months ago. T-Bone21 said, this story is from 2010 and nothing has changed. Yeah. And we're in 2022. And guess what? The same thing is happening, boo. More people are facing evictions. And in particular, guess what? Women and children. More specifically, women and children from the BC. Hence why I say it's time to stop carrying the seed of poverty, Dean. Cedric Liggins said, Kavanagh, such a pretty name, very feminine. That I totally agree. But it says nothing has changed. This is what I want to kind of have a conversation about. You know why nothing has changed? Again, that was 2010. We're in 2022, and we're now, I guess post-pandemic. Some say pandemic, however you want to put it. Let's be real. The rich got richer. The poor got poorer. Nothing has changed. Are we having an issue, a crisis now with the evictions? Not only this time with the evictions, it's also hitting what's maybe left, the working class and the middle class, all around. Lululemon stock, which I do like the brand. Lululemon stock is what I think Friday was it was over $300. I'm not for sure if it was $339 or $393. And the guy in Squawk Box says, oh yeah, because upper middle class and rich people, they're buying. And then I don't necessarily going into the office. They're buying more athletic clothing. On a boyfriend, he bought me some. And they were on sale. They were $100. I went to the store recently, and I bought, when I was in Palm Beach, I bought a little key thing. It was so cute for when I do my walk and all that, my jogging, my exercise. And then the little cap was cute, was $38. And by the way, I really love this cap. It's not like a regular baseball cap, I'm just saying. It's so cute. I love it. I love the feel of it. Okay, it's more airy. But think about it. And even me, I do okay. I'm not gonna pay $100 for some Lululemons. No. The boyfriend, know what he wants to do? You got it. Me, I'm just not. Okay, I did a video. I told you I went to a very nice consignment store in Palm Beach, and I found some with the tag. Hey, for sale. Let's stop and think. $99. He says that the rich people and the upper middle class, they're shopping. They can afford to. And you want to know why? More than likely somebody planned. T-Bone21, the story is from 2010. Nothing has changed. You know why it hasn't changed? First of all, I'm going to keep it real with you. In the BC, you can't even have a conversation. The conversations that I have on here, I don't have these with my family. Health, no. Friends, no. You can only touch so much on it. Now, most of my friends, they do fine financially, okay? They're doing well, so we're on the same page. But with most black people, you can't have the conversation. Oh, you putting them down? That's why nothing has changed. I said it before. My mother said years ago, poor people, they don't listen. Now, it's my mom, little bougie. I mean, it is what it is. But you think about it, it's true. With our people, you cannot even have the conversation of this. You can't. I don't need you telling me, or who made you the authority. All of a sudden, the ones that are living like this, who are dealing with it, they're all into their feelings. Our people, I hate to tell you this here, life is business. The black community doesn't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Give me $50. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. $500. I know. No, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do, because if you did, we wouldn't be at the bottom collectively. This is nothing has changed. You can't even have a simple conversation. Oh, cancel. Won't you cancel out that ignorance? Because it's definitely running through the community. How about that? Ignorance permeates the group. Let's be real. How about we do that? Oh, cancel. And I thought about it. Like when they were talking about canceling VLAD for, I guess, all the rappers and these so-called successful celebrities, black men doing the videos and not getting paid. Oh, we're going to cancel him. But Monique demands to get paid, which is business. Her time, her energy, her name out there. All the dust buckets all up in the air about trying to make fun of her. And they're the dumb fools that's sitting up here doing a video for VLAD and not getting paid. And he up there, he owned a lot, stock and barrel. Did he at least send a limo for your behind, for your ass? More than likely not. But he's going to get the royalties off of it. Yeah. But see, you can't have a conversation with black people because all of a sudden we get up in our feelings. We're going to cancel him. And I thought, wow, this is so dumb. Oh, you're going to cancel VLAD. Who got the check, though? Okay, you canceled him, and you're not hurting because people are still watching. I'm going to cancel him. We're going to cancel VLAD. See, we get caught up on little semantics. We get caught up on little words, which sounds cool, and it's really not even fruitful. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, you canceled him, and guess what? He can still go to the bank, write a check, I guarantee it, for a couple $100,000, $1 million. He can still go to the bank and do that off you. He got the most important thing. The power is at the money, not in the quote canceling of him. You think, oh, we're going to cancel him. You think you really did something. Let's look at his bank account and look at yours. Oh, but you canceled him. Who's really winning? Taking victories and not, it's like an imaginary defeat. We canceled him and think you done something. And that's how people are. And you can have a conversation, because as soon as you do not agree with the group thing, oh, we ready to let you have it. Have you noticed people that have money, that are doing well? You don't see them trying to sit up here dealing with people, poor people at the bottom. They really don't. Or sometimes dealing with people that are not like them. They know it's not worth it. You're speaking a whole other language. And most people are not going to be receptive of it. They're going to think, oh, they'll more than likely concentrate on what that person has and become envious, miss the whole darn message. And I said that to say this. That's why nothing has changed. And women and children are still being adversely affected by the evictions. That is why nothing has changed. You can't even have a conversation, don't want to listen, let alone sit your behind down, inculcate the message, dissect it, and see what can be applicable to you to better your life. We can't do that. Can't do it. Nothing has changed. Keep on doing the same old thing over and over and over again. Same old thing over and over again. Now, Movers and Go has said that the woman listed as Laureline Fleming, according to her Facebook post, she seems to have recently married and leveled up her life. She looks happy and healthy. Good for her. She will be the exception rather than the rule. She will be. Landon Brown says, marry before you carry. Feel bad for the babies, but life is about choices. Is that a lie? It is about choices. The video I did on Patreon, when a black man left Blackistan. It's about choices. His anger, all that happened. Bruh, I already saw it. I already been through it. I already saw it coming. Choices. Deshardy McGuffey says the children will always suffer the most. Exactly. Carrying the seed of poverty D. Carrying the seed of poverty D. Again, when you look at this video, look at the living conditions. Where's the furniture for the babies? The seed of poverty D. Look at the children. Suffer the most. And not a man in sight. Did you notice let's look at it again. Look at all these children. Now here's some men in sight. There's one. I bet they probably stay there.
Apartment complex, Crescent City Gates, received letters today telling them they had 10 days to find a new home.
On the paper, it says
That's a man.
The tenants have to be gone by the 30th, and the lights and the water gonna get cut off on the 1st. What you want, man? Am I trying to live in a dog in a bed?
Not a man in sight. They're hanging around. Did you notice this though? The camera, the news crew, is talking to who? The news crew is talking to who? The women, because that's who's on the lease. The men just there. Maybe that's where you stay for the night. And he'll have some children over here and some children over there and just bounce around. Spreading the seed of poverty, spreading generational poverty. Why didn't the news crew talk to the men? Aren't men supposed to be leaders and providers? You want to be in charge? Well, here's your chance to be in charge. Why didn't the news crews talk to the men? I bet their names were on the lease. Oh no, I'm just here, shouty. That was 2010. 2022, the same thing applies. So many black women on TV, on the news about being evicted. And most are single with children. So Noire Naturel is right. Noir Naturel is right. Not a man in sight, shaking my head. He'll be there tonight, get somebody that's pregnant. Ooh, DJM said these are the bottom feeders of our community. Afrocentric, that poverty will change your life, yeah, and have you put out at midnight. Not in a good way. So, Lori makes a way, says, I'm so sorry to laugh, but you keep it so real. It is real. I'm not laughing at her, but when she said the dog, that's that Louisiana accent, baby. Baby. She said, I noticed in the South, a lot of these women, especially Louisiana, have 5, 6, 7, even 10 kids. And no father in sight. The baby daddies live around the corner with another woman with 6 kids. And none of those children are his. K. Rich says, we gotta start talking about birth control in our communities without shame. This will continue until we teach our daughters it's okay. Stop shaming black girls for having urges and hormones. Teach them instead. Yeah, they talk about birth control. 5, 6, 7, 10 kids and no father in sight. We need to also talk about self-esteem, because that's the only way I can't comprehend as to why you're going deep and deep into poverty. It has to be self-esteem. So for Lorraine here, based on what we saw Rubies and Gold, she uplifted her life and changed it. You think everyone has? No. That's not the reality. Not the reality. Black Ruby says 5 children. She looks so young. Maybe they're not all hers biologically. They probably are. Maybe she has inherited a few from a family member or friend. 5 children, doesn't look over 30. I'm willing to bet those are hers. I'm willing to bet that those are more than likely hers. She's a Dangerous Woman said, just speechless at this point. These people can't be saved. They're too far gone by now. And I understand what she's saying, but maybe we can try and reach someone else. Seed of poverty, D, generational poverty. J. Bay, the woman with the 5 kids does not make sense to me. Here's the whole thing. It doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but something is going on with her psyche. Okay? The self-esteem, those issues. That's why we're saying don't carry the seed of poverty D. You need to get to know you first. You don't know what potential you have. Now you're laying down with the seed of poverty D. You know what to expect. The men are not going to be there for you. That's a foregone conclusion. There could be loneliness. We have no idea some of these women what they could become. But again, nothing's changed. Why? We can't even have the conversation in the BC. Oh no, we're so quick, so emotional, so quick to attack. And the men are the same way. They want someone's phone number. Oh, you give me your phone number. Start cursing you out, calling your names. Fool, just walk on. Now they might throw you in the back of a trunk. Throw you in the back of a trunk. Aurora Renee says, where are the men at? Nowhere to be found. I agree, because you know what? Those are just males. Those are just males. Low-performing males at that, just spreading poverty D. A real man knows how to be a provider. And that's what's lacking in the BC. They show it on World Star Hip Hop. He's fussing at the woman, just causing havoc. And yet you got a baby behind. You have a male. So this right here that's happening, nothing has changed. No, it's the same game. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. No one's willing to listen. You can't have the conversation. This group, collectively, from what I see, they're like popcorn knowledge. You better tell me in 2 seconds and I got to go. But when it comes to some jiggling, some shaking and twerking, not working, not starting to, we ain't got time for all that. You could have an economist. You could have Melanie Hobson. You could have that black man that's the CEO of Hope try to sit down to explain some things to them. Those two could be talking. Let the baby's top jump up with a fighting video. Boo! Everybody be going to the fighting video. The seed of poverty is part of the culture in the black community. That's why nothing has changed. That's why nothing has changed. It's part of the culture. Part of the culture. Sad. Lovely Day says, baby mamas with black kids, but these loyal Dustinas, yet loyal to a fault, still rolling with the struggle, hustling bandits, and this is what they get in return. Why can't they turn to those men and say, hey, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about our family? It's the women that the news is talking to. It's the women that are having to respond. Why? Because the women are in charge. And what they get in return. Those men, what are they good for besides pumping up a poverty D seed? Poverty D seed. So yeah, this is why these things happen. You can't deal with the seed of poverty D. Our people, they don't like having the conversations. If you can't have the conversation, how the hell can anything change? How can you get to a resolution? How can you get to a resolution? Oh, yes. And Shalom Yisrael says, I'll wager most of these people who are fortunate to be here today voted for Jim Crow Joe. So brown people haven't seen the worst that's come. Oh, they sure as hell have not. Your replacement is here at that border. And hold on. Speaking of the border, yo, checky. The drug. Now, don't forget the 94 crime bill with drugs. Here's my question, though. The drug smugglers they have reported are making $14 million a week. Jim Crow Joe, the 94 crime bill, all those black folks, they weren't making that kind of money. The drug smugglers are making reportedly $14 million a week. How many black folks locked up for drugs and crime? Oh, why isn't the DEA down there? The Drug Enforcement Agency, shouldn't y'all be down there? Black people, we have no friends. Have no friends. Have no friends. So this was what, actually not 10 years ago, 12, because we're in this, well, this is, if the video was initially in 2010, we're in 2022, so 12 years ago. And nothing has changed. It's a reason why nothing has changed. Our people don't want to listen. You can't have the conversation. The Bible tells you they're stiff-necked. Don't want to listen. I want to trade. You want to learn how to, that's why, I will, of course, follow legal counsel. I do some videos about investing. Oh, I'm not about to do it on trading. I told you I already had one fool come to me, made a trade, and it went down. I'll never forget that, years ago. Came to my office. It's down 5 cents. Fool, you don't know how Wall Street works. It's up and down. And I was like, oh, over a nickel? What the hell you going to do if you log in and it's down $10,000, $20,000, $30,000? Hell, I logged in last week and I'm down over 60. Not $60, no, down over $60,000. You think? I'm not gonna get in tell with no Negroes doing something. Oh, no. Is it a good thing? No, it's a bad thing. I will wait. I'm a long-term investor. I'm not near retirement. If I was about to retire, it'd be different. I have companies I believe in. Guess what? Boo, I got time. I've seen it before. So if a little chocolate drop comes to me over 5 cents, you think I'm gonna try to do some investing, especially with our peeps? Oh no, they might be missing. They might try to pull a gun on you, or you gonna have to write me a check, so and so. Oh hell no! Then they'll attack your business. I know. I've been black all my life. I know how these people act. I know how the group operates. Read books like I did. Look at videos. Learn how to trade. I'm not even about to go down that line. That you have an attorney, follow the advice. And people will make a trade. I've seen it before. No. I've had a white person the same thing. Oh, you told me I put this money in, and but I told you about the stock. What I'm doing, you made the trade. Or you caused me to lose money. Look, witch, don't start that. Now look up. I said I'm a long-term investor. That's why when the stock kind of got up there, I'm like calling, texting. This is your time to sell. You can go ahead and sell at a profit to get out now. You're gonna over $1,500. Are you serious, child? Like $1,500 to get that? I'm like, you know what? No. Next thing you know, person did all that talk, raggedy, and finally sold at a profit. Then next thing you know, looking kind of crazy. Yeah, the stock darn tripled. That's what I told you. I said I'm a long-term investor. Why? Person don't want to listen. Don't want to listen. You didn't tell me if you're going to do a swing trade, if you were going to do a short-term investor, long-term. I'm a long. Are you going to short the stock? We didn't have a conversation. You don't listen. I said I'm a long, and it working out for me on that particular stock. Why? Person don't want to listen. The same thing applies here. People don't want to listen. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then when some mess pops off. So yeah, this right here, T-Bone 21, you darn skip it. Nothing has changed. And it is going to get worse. Oh, it's going to get worse. They're telling you it's a whole bunch of jobs out there. Unemployment is low. You really believe it? That's only the numbers. A lot of jobs out there, they're good paying jobs, sustainable jobs. Most of the jobs people have now, what? It can't hang with the inflation. It can't. But it's jobs out there. You got to raise 6%, inflation at 14%. Still losing. It is going to get worse. Housing, just so you know, housing developers, you know who they're wanting to sell to now more so than ever? Hedge funds. What about the individual family? Hedge funds, they can sell in bulk, making it harder for you to reach the American dream. Oh, it's going to get hella worse. But things like that, especially in the Black community, we don't want to hear all that. All I know is I got me at least and I'm good. I got someone until I get paid next week. Hey! You might be good today, but guess what? Down the line, the future is very bleak. Anyway, thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Be safe out there. Why? You know it's dust everywhere and I'm out.